I want to congratulate you on getting your 400th win with the Blazers. And what does that mean to you, Terry?
Well, thanks. I appreciate, it's special. Not a lot of coaches are able to be with the franchise long enough to win 400 games. And it's been a great 9 years. Our work's not done this year, but to get 400 is pretty special. Like I said, with one franchise, not a lot of coaches get an opportunity to do that.
Aaron Fentress, the Oregonian.
Coach, offensively, you guys were on fire, but defensively, they had a really good game. Houston did. Were you disappointed that you guys weren't able to close this out early and give guys some rest? Instead, you had starters out there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I think it was not surprising, but it would have been nice if we could have built a bigger lead going into the fourth quarter. Human nature kind of sneaks up on you. I didn't think we had the same pop that we did in the third quarter as we did in the first quarter, but in the end, we took care of business, and that's the most important thing.
And now you have a decent lead over the Lakers with 3 games left. You got probably your 3 toughest game stretch of the season with what you have facing. Do you feel like you guys are peaking at the right time to handle this type of run to close this thing out?
Well, I do think we're playing well, and our lead on the Lakers is, it's narrow. So there's a good chance they could win out. We need to win at least 2 more. So our goal is to get the 6th seed, and we need to keep playing. We got 2 tough games coming up at Utah and at Phoenix. That's those are going to be 2 good tests for us.
Thanks.
Casey Holdall, trailblazers.com.
Congratulations, Terry.
Thank you, Casey.
After having that last homestand going 0-4, going 3-0 on this one, what was kind of the difference for you guys? So I know it's never one thing, but to go from having really a tough stretch at home to closing it out and getting all 3 obviously put you guys in a much better position. I realize opponents are different as well.
Yeah, part of that losing streak, we played some really good teams.
Yeah.
We lost to the Clippers by 1. We didn't have Dame. We lost to Denver by 1. Lost to Memphis by 1. So as I said at the time, I thought the losses changed the narrative of the fact that we weren't playing that poorly. We just didn't close out some close games against some good teams. That being said, these games here were, San Antonio win. I think some people may have taken that for granted. You look at what San Antonio did tonight in Milwaukee was impressive. So there aren't any easy ones. The Lakers, beating the Lakers, you see what they did against Phoenix. So, during kind of get caught up in the moment of quality of your win, and then you kind of move on, or your quality of your loss. And, the thing is, you just got to keep playing and staying ready.
Thanks, Terry.
Coming back to Aaron Fentress, the Oregonian.
Dame and CJ both pretty much said after you guys lost 5 in a row that the team had to enter sort of a mindset, almost a playoff like intensity. Do you feel that they've been playing that way, or is there another notch you guys can go to?
Well, I don't know. I think there's always another notch. That's just you never want to be satisfied. But that being said, I think that we are playing at a high level. It started in Indiana with with the road trip, and it's continued here at home. So I like the way we're playing. I think everybody's kind of comfortable in their roles and the rotations and things like that. So we're in a good spot, but we haven't closed anything out yet.
Eric Gunderson, the Associated Press.
Terry, you said the 6th seed is your goal, and how much of that motivation is what you went through last year? I know it's a little bit different, but playing all those games, the play-in, and how much of that motivation is getting that a little extra rest before starting a series?
Well, I think the motivation is a few things. The extra rest is certainly nice if you don't have to play that week during the play-in. But honestly, for me, it's you don't want to leave it up to a 1 game or 2 games to see whether you make the playoffs or not. Ordinarily, in ordinary times right now, we'd have a playoff spot clinched, and then decide how to go through the last 3 games, but that's not the case. So the importance of the 6th seed is, like I said, twofold. It's getting the rest, but it's also guaranteeing a playoff spot.
Dwight James, NBC Sports Northwest.
Gary, I'm just kind of curious. You've seen the Lakers schedule, I'm sure. Do you kind of expect them to win their last 4?
Yeah, I kind of alluded to that. But yeah, I think it's very possible. And, if they win all 4, we got to win 2 more.
AJ McCord.
Coach, my Zoom crashed. So if you got to ask this question, I'm really sorry. Feel free to blast me. But that 3-guard lineup tonight really looked like it was doing everything that you wanted it to do. 28 for CJ and Norm, and then Dame had, I think, 34. When you see the offense going like that, how, I guess, encouraging is it to see those 3 clicking together so quickly with Norm having joined the team just not that long ago?
Well, I've mentioned this a couple times, more than a couple, that those 3 guys have played well together from day 1. Well, actually day 2, because Dame didn't play game 1, but those 3 guys playing together have been effective for us. And, that's very encouraging. I'm probably more encouraged by the fact that, Norm and Nurk came in at the same time. And, everybody's looking at the offense, which is great, but obviously our room for improvement has been at the defensive end, and which we've done since, I think, end of March, whenever Nurk and Norm came on board. Our defense has really improved. And to me, that's the most encouraging thing.
We'll finish how we started with Joe Becker.
Joe, unmute.
I already did. I'm one step ahead of you this time. Terry, you've been at this a long time. You've got 400 wins now with the Blazers, second most all time. At this point in the season, because the season is so long, how much do you enjoy these games and coaching?
You mean all games in general, or just this one particular one?
When you get down to the stretch and the games mean, I know they all mean a lot, but obviously they mean so much right now. Do you enjoy this, or is it just work? How does it work for you?
It is a job, and everybody has their trials and tribulations with their job from time to time. But the enjoyment I'm getting right now is the fact that we are playing better. We're healthy. We're gearing up for the playoffs. It's NBA seasons have their phases. The excitement of the start of the season, the dog days of January and February, gearing up for the playoffs, and it's all going through the highs and going through the lows, and that's just part of an NBA season. And I think we've experienced all that. I don't enjoy it all the time. I didn't enjoy losing 5 in a row, obviously, but I enjoy the fact that we're playing well. We got a nice little rhythm going, and we have a chance to do something else beyond this.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome, Terry. Thank you.